going live. I'm going live. All right.
Hello, welcome back. We're back at it again with another freaking recording of myself playing Hollow Knight. Tonight I'm probably gonna go on pretty long because I just I need to make progress. I need to play. Oh my gosh, I need to get to Silksong. Oh jeez. Anyway, yeah, let's get a move on. Let's get started. So if the sound sounds any different today, it's because I rejiggered my whole setup. It's a whole lot less scuffed in certain ways and probably more scuffed in others. So we'll see how that all shakes out. I might sound way worse today. I have no idea. I do know that the setup in general is just like a lot less cluttered, which is nice. However, it is also like, wait, I want to fight Nosk. Nosk is in this direction, I believe. Like the setup in general is a lot less cluttered. So basically I have a HyperX quadcast. And for the longest time, I didn't know how to fix it to my, I didn't know how to fix it to my mic, to my boom arm. So I just, I just had like a HyperX quadcast that was just stuck on with like Scotch tape. It was very ratchet and not particularly secure. And it also just meant that my setup was way more like messy than it probably should have been. And you know, it just wasn't, it was awkward to work around, like really and truly. Oh god! But now I've actually tried dismantling it and rebuilding it with the boom arm, and it's so much more sleek, and I can actually talk into the front of the mic, which I haven't been doing until now, which was messing with like the stereo sound and stuff, and made it so that I was only hearing my voice through the left side of my ear. It's so much better. Hello, much better, you know, as they say in Legally Blonde. Minus the moaning, because, you know, I'm not, you know, this ain't an ASMR channel. I'm not like, you know, I'm not getting all hot and bothered over the quality of my own voice. If anything, I'm still having the same hang-ups as before, where like, I really feel like my voice has just like this really tinny quality, and I can't really figure out how to do anything about it. I really can't figure out how to fix it. And it frustrates me because seemingly every other streamer in the world, even if they're not like audiophiles or anything like that, or like people who care a lot about the fidelity of their own voice, they figured it out, it seems, and I just have no idea what I'm doing wrong, and it frustrates me. So, here I am, suffering. Oh, geez. And I've also like, because I've always had a pop filter and like a sock that was folded over itself covering my HyperX. In a bid to make it less cluttered, I replaced the sock with just like a cut end of a sock, so the cover is a lot thinner. And I don't know why. It might also be because of the way I have my mic set up now. It's just like my voice is a lot louder, which means I probably need to play around with the compression again, which is frustrating. It's just a pain in the ass. I don't want to do it. It's a pain in the ass, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to play around with the compression on my voice again at some point. The corpse of a Garpede. Hello, Mr. Garpede. How are you doing? Not so hot? Yeah, you know, I kind of figured, actually. Alright, well. Yeah, so if today's audio sounds, like doggy dookie butt cheeks, that is wholly my fault. I apologize. I should have known better than to, like, you know, try futzing around with it, admittedly. Hopefully it is manageable and I don't do anything too crazy. which is kind of a shame because I actually really wanted to. I had the idea that I was gonna sing just like way more. I was gonna do a lot more bits where I just improvise a melody for me to sing. And what do you know? I changed my mic setup, so now I don't know how this is all coming across. It might all sound like garbage, but hopefully it does not. I can only hope for the best. I hope that all your ears are not being attacked. I hope my voice is not assaulting your own senses. I guess I'm singing this song right now. Alright, can I keep on singing while I do this thing? I think that I can, it's way more trivial than I thought it would be. Okay, that was not trivial. And look at me, I fear I'm way more competent than I thought. I thought. Look at me, I'm capable of so much more than I originally anticipated. Look at me, aren't you so proud of me? Aren't you so in of me? Don't you think it's so absolutely impressive? What is that? No, you don't. I guess I'll just die. I guess I'll just die. I guess I'll just die. 'Cause my most special talent wasn't good enough for you. Because it just didn't rock your socks. And now I feel awkward because there's not much more left for me to flex on. Because a door with an open slot, I don't have the tram pass. We are stranded in this bottom feeding hole. And so now we're left alone to our own devices. And so now I'm left to ponder upon all my own vices. And so now you, the chat, are face to face with my own awkward energy. And so now you'll have to put up with this bit a little bit too long, almost definitely. And so now you'll have to hear my song out to its end. And so now I will carry on in ways that I can hardly defend. And so now, are you tired yet? I've just been vamping. And so now I don't know a word that rhymes with vamping, so I'll just use glamping. And so now I feel compelled to explain what glamping is for all of those who may not know what it is. It's just glamour camping, glamour camping. It is when you go out and camp in nice conditions. It's when you go out. Rent a cottage or two for your friends. For your friends. And so you can go out. Experience the joys of camping without rough and tumbling it outdoors. But one might argue that defeats the whole point of camping. I do admit, it almost feels like a whole new activity. But hey, what can I say? I am not the one who makes the rules. What can I say? I am not the one who makes the rules. I'm getting sick of this melody. I really wanna get a switch up. I need to find a new song to sing. So here we go. Let's change the key. And as I say that, I don't do anything. In fact, I go back to the melodies I've been singing all along. I'm just a hack fraud. I am not capable of improv. This is really hard. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Have you ever wondered how hard it is to vamp? Well, let me demonstrate for you what it's like to be at the end of your own rope melodically. Can I take a break? This isn't fun anymore. This isn't a fun exercise. I just want to sing songs that I know. I just want to have a gap. I don't want to have to use my brain. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'd rather save that for a stream where I'm not also playing a video game. Though, admittedly, for Hollow Knight, it's really not that bad, because I'm like I'm really comfortable with the game. In case it wasn't obvious, I'm like reasonably comfortable just kind of like vibing and just blasting through the game while also doing a bit. It's just like, if anything, like my ability to do the bit is suffering, and it's bothering me because it's like, dog, I definitely come up with better melodies with like more actual structure to them, just like in passing in like the shower. And it's definitely because I'm doing like, I'm using up a negligible mental load to just like focus on just playing this game and not eating ass. Even though eating ass is, you know, it's something that some people can really come to enjoy. Sorry, Cloth. I need to psych myself up to do this whatever accent I gave you before. I'll be shooting for me own hand. Mom, she turned into a bear. This whole area swarms with deadly creatures. What is that shit? This whole area swarms with deadly critters. Biting, burning, scratching types. I thought to test my strength against them. Now that bravado has left me and all I feel is tired and sore. I'm taking what brief rest I can, then I'm off in search of less terrifying challenge. This nest is no place to die. I'm taking what brief rest I can, then I'm off in search of less terrifying challenge. This nest is no place to die. I honestly don't know what accent I'm trying. I feel like I'm trying to do like this kind of like inner city British accent or something. And the reality is I don't even know how to do a regular British accent, like the standard posh one. So like really, this more than like biting off what I can chew. I'm actually just like choking. I am choking. I'm willfully choking on my own hubris right now. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. You know, born a mission, if you will. It's, you know, I'm making a fool of myself. I'm making a mockery. Oh man, oh man. Do you ever find yourself thinking that you have exhausted all your material? Yes, we have. It's not so uncommon. It happens a lot. It's not so uncommon. Do not be ashamed. Not so uncommon. Everybody does it. Not so uncommon. Be at peace with that. What the hell? That was kind of out of pocket, don't you admit? Oh, what the hell? What the hell? Don't you think that you can do better than that? Oh, better than that. I don't think I can. And I have made peace with that. With that. So what just now? Are you giving up on yourself? On yourself? Oh, get over yourself. I am not giving up on all that is me. I'm just acknowledging what is in my capacity right now. Really, 'cause to me it sounds a whole lot like you are giving up on your own ability to learn. And that's a whole damn shame. Think that you are much brighter than you think. Shut your mouth. I'm tired of your tired, encouraging platitudes. I just want to take a break for myself and look after my things, look after my priorities. I can't spend every waking minute doing this or that. It's just not practical, you must admit. Not with that mindset, you're doing it again. You think that everything is possible. Well, is it not? It is not. No, I guarantee that it is. Oh, it's Galleon. Alright, I came across Galleon. I can officially stop doing this bit. That was the hidden condition this entire time. The body of a fallen warrior. Like, in case you didn't know, like, because I found Galleon, actually, I can stop singing forever. I actually received a contract before this stream from, like, a corporation, an unnamed corporation. They told me, hey, yeah, so you need to sing for, like, the whole, like, almost, like, 90% of your recording time needs to be spent just vamping and singing and making up melodies. It doesn't matter how good they are, you just have to do it. Like, you're under contract to do it until you find Galleon specifically. And I was like, that's an oddly weird contract. Like, why would that be the condition? And they were just like, you know, we don't want to make you suffer that much. And we're Hollow Knight fans. We know where you are in the game. You know, it's pretty reasonable that you can find Galleon. And I was like, okay, well, what if I get lost? I'm in Deep Nest. And they're just like, if you get lost, then you did that to yourself. Like, you've literally beaten this game before. Like, what's your problem? To which and then I responded like, you know, honestly, good point. All right, I'm going to try my best. You do realize that I was like planning on like singing a lot this stream anyway, right? And they were like, yeah, but you have no idea how hard it's gonna be for you. So like, you know, good luck, I guess. And I was like, you know, in utter disbelief. Oh, dang it. I think the worst part about singing like this late at night is just that like I don't actually feel liberated to like do compelling stylistic stuff. Like, you know, to like I think I need like actual rep to like convince myself to like do fun stuff with my voice. Vocal like singing wise. Like when I'm just vamping, it's pretty unlikely that I'm gonna go and like do a rocker scream or something like that. Or some fun operatic lines. Like, I was just doing, like, little mordants here and there, and that's basically it. Which, you know, mordants are fun, but, like, the whole exercise didn't actually feel that good for my voice, honestly. Not that it was painful or anything like that. It just wasn't... It wasn't particularly cathartic. That's, like, an interesting thing about me. I'm getting rocked. Oh, my God. So I guess that's kind of, like, an interesting thing about me. For me... I think the act of singing feels really, really nice. Like, if you're singing in a way that you're really comfortable and feel really solid in, it feels really, really good. Not like, you know, in like the, like pumping iron and like getting a really good lift in. It's like, this feels great for my chords, you know, for my chops. It's just, there's like a certain kind of like physical attunement that's happening that just is very satisfying for me specifically. I don't know if other vocalists feel that way, like the physical satisfaction that arises from just really nailing your technique or like a given phrase. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm going in the direction of Deep Nest. Which means I completely missed out on Moss. Which means I missed out on Pale Ore. What am I doing? Where's Pale Ore in this direction? No! Alright, this is definitely not the direction that Beast Nest is in. Beast Nest? What am I saying? Beast Den. Oh, really? Oh my god. Alright. I did not know that you could use right stick to just look up and down, like, instantly. That is actually such a crazy game changer. Alright, get big. Never mind. Get real. Get big, get real. That reminds me, I really need to start exercising again. I need to, like, there was, like, a year of college. Mind you, I was not actually healthy because I was, like, malnourished. Where I lost, like, 30 pounds because I was just running, like, a lot. I was running a lot. What I would do is I would jog while doing Sudoku on the treadmill. And I would jog until I finish a hard puzzle. And that it meant that I was basically jogging for like 20 minutes every single day, and it felt really, really good, actually. Have I been here before? I have. What the fuck? Alright. Alright! Here we go. Like right now, I can tell that I'm like miserably out of shape, and it kind of bothers me because like physically, just on your average day, I don't feel great. Like that 1 year, that 1 year of college where I was like really consistent about doing exercise and stuff, I felt pretty good. My diet wasn't great. I was definitely probably kind of malnourished, but like, and like nutritionally I was underfunded, but like in terms of like just like the way my body felt to control, it felt pretty nice. Oh god. Getting past those things in Steel Soul is going to be a pain. And so we approach the beast's den. Yeah, this part of Deep Nest is just really annoying. Like it's just kind of a pain, honestly. But you know, it's fine. Yeah, like it's confusing to navigate, and it's just really big. It's basically like a zigzag, if I remember correctly, and there's just a bunch of like the whatever they're called. At least it gives you a lot of money. And there's also just like a lot of these guys. All right. Yeah, I don't know, man. Was there something I wanted to... I feel like earlier today I remembered something that I wanted to talk about coming from last stream, and I have since completely forgotten what it was. And that kind of sucks. I really need to keep note cards for like stream discussion topics. I think that would actually be very helpful for me. Just because, like, I'm actually like a pretty big reservoir of like topics that I would like to talk about at some point. It's just that I'm always kind of like, it's always slipping my mind what I want to talk about, you know? Like I'm a well. It's like a really deep well. That like, it's like a really deep well that's really hard to draw water from, but there is a lot of water. Oh, whoops. Hello. 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 Oh my gosh, and coming back here for the dream tree, that's gonna be such a pain. Uh-oh. All right. It's so funny how it just kind of like flops over. I do not remember what this is. Oh, okay. Huh? Wait, I actually, like, super duper do not remember what this is. Oh, this is where you get Weaver Song, right? Dude, I'm gonna die. Please don't die. No, that would be so cringe! Oh my... Mamma mia! Dude, the OG Mario Kart sound effect, well, actually, yeah, just like N64 era Mario sound effects, especially like the Mario Party sound effects are so funny. I don't know what they were on when they were getting the voice actors to do their thing for those games, but they are on some stuff. I want to know what sound library they got, like how they got the DK noises, like if that's just something they found in a random sound library, just like the really visceral monkey noises, or if they got like an actual sound engineer to do those, because they're so extra. like the sounds are so, you know, like it's so like involved. I completely forgot that I had Crystal Heart, by the way. Holy, that probably would have helped. Oh, that's awesome. That's so sick. Oh my gosh, you guys are so scary. You almost got me. Oh my god, you almost got me. You almost made me tickle my little pants. Oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah, that's called a lie. That was a joke. Actually, less than a joke. It was just a lie. I was just lying to make you feel better. Actually, not even to make you feel better, because, you know, it was a lie. Like, functionally, it was irony. It was sarcasm. Because, you know, like, performatively, like, in terms of my tone, it was kind of obvious that I was just playing it up for laughs, and that, like, you guys didn't scare me for shit, and you failed. You failed. You failed miserably. You were dog shit. You actually, like, you're the worst. You're the worst. You're the worst. You should feel bad. Frankly speaking, you did nothing. You did nothing. Nothing of substance. Nothing of import. It was worthless. It was just a complete misfire. An utter miscarriage of a good opportunity, of a good playful ribbing, a good joke. You blew it. Everyone's disappointed. No one is happy. You just made everyone's day a little worse. And sure, it was only a little, but it doesn't change the fact that it's worse. And you know, honestly, like, that's a you problem. Like, what's wrong with you? I just suddenly become like a villain. Sometimes, like, I run a bit where I'm like, just a dick, basically. This actually kind of goes back to like the whole discussion I had about like the idea of like bullying people for a joke. Even if they're like your friends, right? Sometimes like I run a bit and I feel like a jerk, and there's like a fine line where like you are such a jerk, where you are performing as a jerk so viscerally that you are either actually becoming a jerk, or you have successfully reached the point of absurdity, and it is actually very, very fun, right? You have successfully conveyed the absurdity of the act, and therefore you get a cookie. You get a cookie because you are just such a good little boy, you know? I feel like I can only really do that around people that I'm like super duper comfortable with. I actually run a lot of bits that, like, if it weren't for the fact that I have one friend who I'm generally sure is on board with me for them, like, they would definitely kind of function as just straight up public disturbances. I'm actually like a little bit evil, I think, and I feel kind of bad about it. Like, I'm kind of like a menace. There's an opposite universe version of me that is just like a really toxic IRL streamer, or like an Eric Andre type who's less actually charismatic or funny, and more just kind of like a public nuisance. You know, just like Eric Andre, but not successful and not actually that funny. Right? There's a friend of mine who I've known since high school. We run on, he's one of my best friends. Still is one of my best friends. And there are a lot of like bits that we've kind of like we've cultivated throughout the years. To the extent that like one day I'd like to like break out a journal with him and just like kind of jot down as many of the bits as we possibly can, so we can kind of like, you know, remember what's up, you know. Is it mask or face upon the creature, and hollowness a difficult thing it can be to decipher? A wonderful thing to have a face, not a thing with which we all are blessed. Not a thing with which we all are blessed. For this kingdom's faceless I shall provide a mask, a face. Does it need one? Does it not? To define, to focus, to exist. A mask, a face. A mask, a face. Does it need one? Does it not? To define, to focus, to exist. Oh God! It sees the face beneath! Or could it be just another mask? Truth and hollowness is always buried deep. How many layers will it pry through? To change the face, to conceal it fully within another. A powerful protection, that is, but one with a sad consequence. The original mind is destroyed, though those of striking will may still retain a sliver of that concealed self. Faces I grant to all who'd request, not task for eye, but aid, gift to a world deserving. Yeah, I don't really know the vibe. I wanted to give him kind of like a not speechy cadence. I should start like explaining the logic behind some of these voices, because sometimes I just kind of make choices and they don't make any sense. I think. Yeah, for him, he's one of those characters who I really felt like he just, I mean, like, obviously down to the writing, he doesn't really have like a standard speaking cadence. He kind of willfully speaks more in like almost like a slant poetry sort of way. And also, but also like he's like this really bustling and busy character. He's like very frenetic, he's constantly working. And so like I wanted to kind of like blend together this vibe of like, oh, like kind of like waxing poetic, but also like yammering. Because he's, you know, he's like busy. He's going 120%, you know. I don't think I did it particularly well, but that's like the vision I had in mind. Ah! Please come down. All right. I seriously do not know where I am. Oh, okay. I'm not at the beast den yet. Alright, well. Oh, is this where Nosk is? Dude, I always think that I remember where the Nosk entrance is, and I don't. I know that this is like in the general direction of, damn it, of the beast den. But I'm just trying to remember where the Nosk location is, honestly. Oh. Dude, my reaction time is miserable. It's actually really upsetting. I've spent so much of my life playing real-time action video games, so like I've played a lot. I've played like tens of thousands of hours of Smash. Played a lot of Hollow Knight. I've played a lot of action RPGs. Several of which are action RPGs people would consider, you know, like more difficult than average, probably, right? Like Neo 2 and Code Vein and Monster Hunter. And now I've played like 600 something hours of like Marvel Rivals too. And yet my reaction time is awful. My reaction speed is actual dog water. it's really, it's kind of mystifying how bad some of my my gamer skills, like the ones particularly that would be particularly valuable in like an action gaming setting, how bad some of them are. Like my reaction speed and my aim are so bad. They're so bad. It's really quite a spectacle. That pass you hold, it is not for that ghastly machine, the tram. I hope you're not thinking of riding on that grotesque contraption. The thought a mere machine could attempt what we stags do. Foolish. Very foolish. Ah, someone doesn't like robots. Someone's a bit of a robo-racist. Oh, wow, look at this guy. Someone tell the stag about AI. I'm sure he would very much like hearing about it. Ah, little one. Where are we? I've never been to this station. It has a strange air of danger to it. Let me take you somewhere safer, quickly. Eager to travel the stagways? Just hop upon that platform, give me the signal, and we'll soon be on our way. Or a hound to protect your own. You've come to the right place. That's Bartley from Dark Alliance 2. It's definitely not an accurate recreation of his accent. I just think it's funny. You guys are so friendly. This is definitely gonna go well. Greetings. You are very tired. Sit and rest. We are friends. Welcome. Sit and rest. Please sit and rest. It is warm and safe. Sit and rest. Welcome. You need rest. Sit and rest. Oh, go. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry, that was me. Sorry, I spilled my Elmer's glue everywhere. That's my bad. You guys are coming to help me? Oh, awesome, thanks. Oh, wait. Hey, guys, you're kind of getting it all over the place. Oh, man, you guys are... Okay, all right. That wasn't very nice. That was kind of rude. Well, you guys are being kind of punks. Okay, you didn't need to do all that. Oh, man, we're almost stuck in here. Oh, come on, I'm just gonna... Okay. Wow, that was an enormous pain in the butt. All right, okay, where am I? I need to get my bearings. Oh, man. Thank God I still have my Lumafly. You'd think that, like, when they try to kidnap me, they would actually take all my stuff from me, but no, they just kind of, like, left it all on me, so... It's really weird. Anyway. All right, the ultimate reaction test. Can you respond every time the floor falls out beneath you? Because that happens a lot here. Wanderer's Turn. Hollowness Seal! That's $400! Oh my god, I'm rich! Hello. Oh god! Oh god! Alright, give me a sec. I need to chill out for a second. I need to make some smarter decisions, spacing-wise.
Please! Do not be afraid. Come into my loving arms. Everything's fine. I'm not going to maim you or anything. I'm just your friendly neighborhood bug. Hey, so where am I anyway? I'm kind of lost. Can anyone give me directions? I promise I'm not going to whack you over the head. You just have to not startle me, you know? You just have to not catch me by surprise.
I promised myself I wouldn't do all this, like, voice work stimming, but here I am. What is down here, bub? Alright. I wonder, like, if you have arachnophobia, is this entire area just like an absolute nightmare? Because it's like reasonably cartoony, right? So like, you know, are you kicking and screaming? Like, is Oro Crony? No, Oro Crony beat Hollow Knight, so I'll have to check. But like, I'm pretty sure she was she beat the game, right? So she had to have been okay with this, right? Surely. They're cartoon bugs. They're abstractions. They're not like an actual spider, you know? Actually, I need to look into that. Like, I need to find a stream where she goes through Beast Den and see if she's like okay with it. I'm genuinely very curious now. Especially after watching that clip of her actually like have like a near-death experience coming face to face with that spider. That is crazy, by the way. Sometimes I think that I have a phobia. Like sometimes I feel like, oh, like my stomach sinks when I peer over an edge because it's like, oh no, that height is much too great for my weak little heart to handle. Yeah, okay, reaction time. Oh, it makes me sick to my stomach, and like I feel that, right? And it's like, maybe I have a phobia of heights, you know? Or like I'll feel a chill. I'll feel a sort of chill, right, when like I come within very close proximity of like a bunch of bugs, you know? I'll think to myself, oh, maybe I have like a phobia of insects or something like that. But then like I'll see the way someone with like an actual phobia responds to bugs. Like the way that one of my family members, she like literally cannot touch bugs, right? Every time bugs come around, she's just like, she calls someone over and is just like, can you please like deal with it? Like get rid of it, like throw it out somewhere. And I'm just like, yeah, sure, whatever. Like I don't really like touching bugs, but like I can deal with them. Like there's like a physiological response, right? A physiological, psychological, whatever, a psychosomatic response where they're just like, oh man, this is an emergency. This goes against, like, having to interact with this creature goes against my very being. Having to like deal with this goes against my instincts, you know? my survival instincts are kicking in. And like the crony clip where she's like screaming at a spider is like the most extreme version of that. Is one of the most extreme versions of that I've seen. Where she's like literally like, in all sincerity, like crying out like, I'm gonna die. And like I see that and I'm just like, wow. I actually maybe I don't have phobias. Because I don't have like I need to like what is a phobia? Is a phobia like an actual like academic or scientific thing with like, you know, where like there are certain like systems of response that warrant something being defined as or called a phobia? I don't really know. I'm actually very curious. Like, I very much believe the idea that, like, both Horrah and Crony, for example, have phobias of bugs and spiders. But it manifests pretty differently between the two of them. Like, Crony freaks the fuck out. And Horrah, like, just is deeply repulsed and can't bring herself to look at them, you know? Like, phobias obviously don't manifest the same way between people, right? And maybe phobias also come in different degrees? I don't really know. It's really curious. Like, I can get scared of things, right? I scare pretty easily, actually. I seem to remember mentioning once. Oh, this is not correct. Give me a minute. I'll be back with you, miss. Your daughter says hi, by the way. No, she doesn't, actually. I was just lying to you. My bad. But, like, you know, I figured I'd say that just to make you feel better. Wait. What is this? Something tells me I could have gone to like the resting grounds already and I just didn't. And I'm not entirely sure why. Oh man, I just remembered. I need Dream Nail to deal with dreamers. I'm perhaps the most fraudulent Hollow Knight fan to exist. A sleeping figure lays atop the stone plinth. Alright, well, I'll be back. This is kind of unfortunate. And imagine coming to this place and being like, oh guys, sorry. Yeah, sorry. The thing I needed wasn't here. I'll come back later. And meanwhile, they're all dead. Like, you actually obliterated all of them. And they're just like, he's gonna come back? Wait, he's gonna come back? Alright. Bye-bye! Fall down, all falls down. Is there something on the other side? Let's just check to be sure. There's the funny little guy down here who's like the face master or whatever. What is it, Ko the face stealer? Oh, please, don't be shy. There's some nasties about here, all right, not me. I'm a friend to all and happy to serve a traveler so bold as you. Is it information you seek that I can provide? Yes, oh, yes. That village above here, home to a sad creature. Hers is a tale of tragic exchange. Cost her and her people greatly, though I suspect she bore no regret in making it. Yes, I know, you're intrigued. You want to know the tale? Well, I'm sorry. I'd love to tell it, but I'm very, very sorry. And I haven't eaten in some time. And oh, I'm starving. Bye. Hello. Hi. What is the sound you're making? It's all goofy. You sound like a Sesame Street character. Bye. Goofy. All right. Oh man, we love having a gaff around here. What's that silly ass sound you're making? Goofy. Dumb. Idiot. Scum. Oh, another one of these? Are we serious? Hello. Hi. Run, coward. Sorry, I was scratching my leg while I was doing that. I need to stop doing that. That's another thing that I'm not used to dealing with. There are people who have like visceral responses to hearing people burp, which makes me problematic. In case you haven't realized, I'm a deeply problematic person. I have a lot of habits that I do not control particularly well, that I will actually go into depth. Today's episode is the episode where I reveal all my greatest character flaws. The ones that truly make or break me as a person, in the eyes of the public. Yeah, I'm a big burper. I don't really know what it is. I have this theory that like, if you're a singer and you have like, and you've put in a significant amount of effort to developing your vocal tract and for developing your vocal tract and whatnot to like sing and exercise a lot of air support, like you're just gonna have like a voice. You're just gonna also be capable of the most monstrous belches. But you know, do I have any empirical proof of this? Absolutely not. I've seen a lot of singers. I've been around a lot of professional singers, and I don't hear any of them burp. And it makes me feel kind of awkward because I burp out loud and I can hardly control it half the time. Like, I think burping is very physically satisfying. Which is at least partially where my greatest character flaw is rooted. And also, unless I'm specifically, like, very much in public around people that I don't know, and, like, I need to maintain appearances, I'm just letting that shit rip, and it's not good. I'm not really proud of it, because I'm pretty sure it is, on average, slightly upsetting for people to have to, like, be within proximity of that. I'm a bit of a nightmare in public. I was getting into this earlier and then I got distracted. I don't know how any of y'all feel about this. Any of y'all who are not here, because this is still a 0 viewer stream. Holy, it's Quirrell! Hello, hello! What a thrill this is, to find such warm comfort amidst the den of beasts. This is a ferocious place, no doubt. Supposedly, there's a village deep in the warren. Its inhabitants never accepted Hallownest's king. Why not join me for a time? These waters do wonders for weary legs. Yeah. You know, I could sit here, or I could just sit in a bench. You know what Elderbug always tells me, Quirrell? A good bench is always the best place to rest. The hot springs aren't so bad either, though. Just be careful you don't prune, okay? Okay, Quirrell. It was nice seeing you again. Take care. This place is pretty dangerous, so I hope you don't get hurt, okay? Alright. Bye, Quirrell. Take care, alright? Okay. I can't believe that I never knew that you could do this with the right stick. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Alright. If you heard, like, some great rumbling that isn't this rumbling, it's because my garage, the garage of my house is opening, and someone is coming into the house. I apologize. I have no control over this. You will have to forgive me for living in a household with other people. Right, so what are my other greatest... What else can we add to the indictment of Pijo? Right, yeah, I, like, am very much the sort of person who cannot help her, who, like... You know how, like, some people cannot help but speak, like, a little too loudly in a public place? Like, they'll be like, the sort of person who, like, in a restaurant, you can really easily hear their table's conversation just because of how loud they're being. Like, their conversation just rings out amidst the crowd, and like, you get like an earful of like this whole story that you really shouldn't be privy to, honestly. Or you just get to hear just like the funniest one-liners imaginable. Is this where Nosk is? You are fake! I'm a fraud! I'm fake! I'm a fake Hollow Knight fan! I don't know anything about this game! I am slightly taken aback by how consistently wrong I am. It's a little upsetting. Hello! I'm gonna make the next like video title something like, please Herrah, take me back, mommy. Because I forgot to bring Dream Mail here. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Yeah, so whenever I come across people in a public setting who like talk a little bit too loudly, you know, for some people's instinct is to like listen in and kind of whisper amongst themselves like, oh my god, what do you think they're talking about? Oh my god, that's so crazy. My instinct is to respond to a conversation that I am not a part of. Like whenever people like exclaim amongst themselves like, oh my god, isn't it crazy that Becky fucking did that? My response is to, from across the room, be like, yeah, holy shit, Becky's such a bitch, right? Just be that. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, up top. Yeah, dude, Becky. Yeah, dude, Becky's such a bitch up top. I just have no idea what they're talking about. There are a few instances that I remember very clearly where this happened. I was eating at a dim sum place with my family. There's this guy who was sitting right behind my family. And he was really loud, and he was just loving the dim sum. And this other guy at the table is just like, how you doing? And he's just like, oh man, MSG's really hitting. Like exactly like that too. Like he sounded, I don't know how to describe his voice, but it sounded exactly, it was like that followed by like this really hearty, like genuine belly laugh. Like, oh man. Yeah, MSG's really hitting home, man. Like he also sounded kind of drunk. It was just very comical. It was like a cartoon character was talking. And I was this close to just being like, hell yeah, brother. Me and MSG, best friends. Like just riffing with him out of nowhere. I don't know how he would have taken to that. He might have thought that I was a fucking weirdo, but I felt it in my heart of hearts. I really wanted to do that. Where's the first guy? Oh, well, another time, it's actually at the same dim sum place. There was, it seemed like a baby shower going on. And like, basically, they were doing like this game where it was like Family Feud, but for like baby shower gifts. And they were like, all right, what item do you think is going to be up next? And they were like, oh my god. Ow. They were like, oh, a baby stroller, right? And it's like, oh yeah, a baby stroller. And then they were like, bonus points if you can tell me like what franchise this, what the thing on the baby stroller is. Like, and it was oh, okay, I might actually die to this. I gotta lock in. Gotta lock in and hang tight. Man, really? Man, really? Oh. Sweet heavens! Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. Please. All right. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh. Yeah, just do that. Just do that over and over again. Can I just say, by the way, this version of Nosk is so much better than the Winged Nosk. The Winged Nosk fight is such a downgrade from this, actually. The sense of claustrophobia from this fight's layout and the fact that it's walled in is so vitally important to the way the fight functions and feels. The Winged Nosk fight, the fact that it's open air and it's basically just like a slightly souped up Vengefly King fight, it just really it really deflates the tension that this fight had. And it's pretty disappointing to me specifically. Yeah, but anyway, cool. Right, what was I saying? Yeah, so baby shower. They're playing like baby family feud, baby shower family feud. What gift do you bring to a baby shower? And someone was like, a baby stroller. It was like a lady. They were like, correct! Bonus points if you can tell us what franchise is on this stroller. They take it out. There's a Flareon on it. And she's like, oh, I know that. I know that one. That's a Pokemon. That's a Pokemon stroller. And they were like, correct! And for that you get extra points. And everyone was like, oh my god, I can't believe you knew that. And she was like, yeah, of course I knew that. That's my favorite starter. Flareon is her favorite starter. Now, do I respond to that? Now, do I hear that and like give her maximum good grace and think like, oh, you know, she's probably talking about Let's Go Eevee, right? I don't remember if this is after Let's Go Eevee released. But like in my heart of hearts, I was this close to being like, that's not a fucking starter. I was so close to going apeshit on this old woman for no reason. The evil part of me was so close. Like evil Pijo was this close to just being the worst person, the worst gamer for a split second, you know. Now, you might notice, hey, Pijo, you never actually let the demons take over, so is this really like a genuine character flaw? Oh, I did once. I did let the demons take over once. It was not good. It happened, the people noticed, and it was really embarrassing for everyone. What happened was we were at a Chili's, I think. It was me and like some of my family. And there was like this gaggle of kids who were all like in the next stall over. There are no walls between the stalls, by the way. Like it's just like the bench. It's just benches, basically. It's just like the booths, and there are no walls. And they're they're kids. They're just having like a gaff talking about Fortnite. They're like, like me being terminally online. It is the most like cliche like Fortnite children loving like talking about ninja scene I've ever seen in my life. And they're just excitedly being like, did you see that thing that Ninja posted? It was powerfully cliche, to the extent that my evil ass had to riff on it and be like, oh my god, yeah, dude, Ninja's so cool. Like literally out loud, the next booth over, like at that volume. I was loud. And they immediately shut up. They immediately clammed up. And my family was just like, John, shut the fuck up. Dude. Joe, like, bro, shut up. What is your problem? You know? And, right, they were just like, dude, they heard you. And I was like, oh, did they? Oh, whoops, my bad. I was easily, like, in the moment, I was so not remorseful. I was just like, rip, well, it was funny, right? It was not funny. It was, in fact, quite demented. It was quite evil, if I do say so myself. Since then, I've made a much more concerted effort to, like, control the demons when I can. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. A moment of your Give me a moment, give me a moment, give me a moment of your time. Give me a moment, give me a moment, give me a moment of your time. Give me a moment, give me a moment, give me a moment of your time. Alright. Here I am once again, and I'm torn into pieces. Can't deny it, can't pretend. There was another severe character flaw that I was going to bring up, and I completely forgot what it was. I guess that means I'm just perfect. I don't know, man. No. Egad, Batman. What was I going to talk about, actually? Ow. What was I going to talk about? All right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I mean, yeah, I'm just kind of like a menace to random strangers who are just having their own conversations. Mind you, like slightly too loud, but that's hardly like genuinely like a sin or something. Like people get excited sometimes, you know? Now, making fun of people for getting excited about stuff, that's cringe, and I don't really like that about myself. Oh, hi, Cloth. Man, Cloth, is everything okay? My friend, he dealt with all those beasts? I'm ashamed to say, I was hiding. Those ghastly things chased me and I ran. If you hadn't come along, who knows if I'd ever survived. Others take me for a fearsome warrior, what with my impressive size. This kingdom's beasts, I wonder if I'm just no match for them. Enough! I cannot wallow in my weakness. I must take strength from your example. You act so confident in battle. You show no fear before your foes. I'll try my best to do the same. I look forward to our next contact, tiny saviour. Then you'll meet a warrior with courage to match your own. I look forward to it. Next time we meet, surely it'll be in the fields of battle, side by side. And I'll be there supporting you all the way around. All right, Cloth. I believe in you. You can do it. I see it in you. I see it in your eyes and in your demeanor. I know for a fact that you're definitely capable of great things. I believe in you. The next time I'm in dire straits, I'll be counting on you, okay? Okay. Till then, Cloth. Bye-bye. That will not be in this playthrough. Because I am not gonna go through Queen's Gardens. Oh my god. It was a non-issue. Oh! Sorry. Anyway. Black egg? Another pale ore. They're that close to each other? Oh, oopsie doopsie, I completely forgot. Shut your mouth! All right. Oh! Oh, man. Yeah, that worked out. Thank you very much for the assist, Mr. Bat Guy. There's another one. There's another one where that came from, Batman. You stupid idiot. Oh my god. What? Really? No. Where am I going? There. I really need to go visit like... How did you get here? No, really, like, who did this? I think, isn't it lore-wise like the collector did this, but like why did the collector throw them all over the place? Like what's his deal? I actually don't remember the specifics of how the grubs got scattered in jars. Get in the jar! Man, the collector's a fucked up guy putting the grubs in jars like that. Must be some kind of sick weirdo with sick hobbies. Yeah, let's not go there.
Wow.
Alright, do I want to go broken vessel or do I want to go up? Uppies! Well, actually, what is up? The thing with going up is that I actually do not remember what's up here. Broken vessel gives me, not moth cloak, it's the other thing. It's the wings, it's the double jump. And it would officially complete my movement suite.
Shut up. You think you know what's best for me? I own this place. I'm the knight.
Ah! Oh man. Oh man. That's okay. Yuppers poppers. Okay. No, I was gonna talk about something and I completely forgot what it was. You're gonna find that I say that a lot. Something that's actually very enlightening about this whole streaming experience is that I'm coming very much. Is this too low? Ah! Alright. I'm very much coming in tune with like a lot of like my vocal mannerisms. Like I say the reality is in deeper conversation, I say the reality is like a lot. The reality is that, you know, like I say that a lot. Oh, this place. Which means this is also like the whole vertical hallway where you can get to like what's it called? Yeah, I recognize this. Okay, so this is valuable, actually. I think this takes me to the right side of... This takes me to like King Station, basically. Basically the other side of City of Tears. Oh. Yes, sir. Where? Right. Oh, God. What the fuck? Why did he hit behind him? Yeah, fighting those things is a pain in the ass. I'm okay. Oh man, my bones are breaking. That's no good. King Station. Finally. All right. And then you can go down here, and it takes you over here. Oh God! Jeez. Hi. I am Oh my god, I am getting so sidetracked. Alright. Yeah, I get it. I'm gonna go up to Kingdom's Edge through the bottom side, through the tram. Oh, I need the love key. Is that what it's called? The collector's key? Whatever, man. Who cares? Alright. I'm on my way. Yeah, so like, I'm looking forward to kind of developing a better understanding of what I just tend to say. Like what kind of like, what transitions and prepositions I really like to rely on. The reality is that like, I just really like saying that apparently. I didn't really ever think about that, honestly. But it, like, some people think it's really embarrassing to like, get a grasp on like, oh, what are my habits? Like, what do I tend to say a lot? But I don't know. Developing like a strong verbal profile for yourself is actually, I think it's pretty important for developing a strong identity as a speaker. You could think of it as like, oh, I'm like over relying on like certain like, I'm over reliant on certain manners, on certain figures of speech. But I mean, like, if it works, it works. There's a reason why you use it a lot. It's because it's because it's understandable, and it fits in with your speech patterns, and it very reliably conveys what you mean. All right, and it goes a long way to like really building up your own voice. I think it's only really problematic if you're someone who's trying to write a character that's not you. You know.
Many stag stations have been opened. Again, I can travel the breadth of the kingdom. So many grand thoroughfares and old sideways I'd forgotten. Somewhere amongst the lines lies the stag nest, the place where I was born and raised. I thought its location lost to my failing mind, but now I can almost remember the path. If you keep opening stag stations and beckoning me through them, perhaps I'll again find that nest. Ah, I would like that very much. Little one, we stand in the King's Station, named of course for the King of Hollownest, he who ordered the building of the stagways and stations. The king never rode the stagways himself, but I've heard he was a glorious bug to behold. Bright and radiant in visage, so much so it hurt to look at him.
All right. So I can take the stagway to Queens. To Queens? Right. Hang on a second. Yeah, the city storerooms is probably the best way to go. I will go for Nailsmith, and then I'll make my way down to back to where the broken vessel is.
That sounds like good enough routing for me.
I really need to use the bathroom. Like, I don't know if. So, I have heard, like, a not insignificant number of people say that they get into streaming because they want to learn how to be better talkers. So, here is a tip from a random guy. Like, I am not at all qualified. If you feel like you're repeating a phrase too often, it's not necessarily a bad thing. You are, for those around you, developing strong frames of reference for like, oh, whenever they say this, they always use this term to mean this. Developing patterns of speech that are very recognizable to those around you and to the people who listen to you consistently. It's very handy for just kind of like facilitating a stronger sense of understanding between you and them. And it also like tacitly facilitates rapport, right? Because it's just like, oh, suddenly they're really like, it feels like they're just actually really in tune with what you need, right? And that just feels good, and it makes people slowly but surely enjoy listening to you more because they just get what you need a bit more easily. I actually feel like that's kind of a challenge with me because I have a tendency to speak in a way that is very verbose and very low-key, like tonally pretty pretentious. Well, maybe not even low-key, like I don't know how I'm coming across in these streams, but I feel like I'm a pretty, especially in last night's stream, like I think that I was pretty, I could come up,
Oh no, you're cringe.
I think I could come across as pretty like heavy-handed, you know, and pretty like preachy, and like a bit of a know-it-all, you know, and like not for nothing, right? Like there are definitely scenarios in which I can be very, very opinionated, and I own that, right? Hello.
Oh, you've returned. I see you have some pale ore. A rare fine metal. A rare fine metal that. Give me the ore and some geo for my efforts, and I'll reforge your nail to make it stronger.
Yes, sir.
As you wish. I'll get to work then. There we go. The refurbishing. There we go. There we go. The reforging is complete. I've added a channel to your nail. It should cut much more efficiently. You'll find it stronger than it used to be. Head out there and test its blade against your foes. You're still here? Is there something else you want? If you bring me 2 pieces of pale ore, I can forge it into your nail and make it stronger still.
All right, Mr. Wines Guy, I have one. You really drive a hard bargain here. Does that mean the last one requires 3? I actually don't remember. Yeah, okay, so Broken Vessel should probably be no problem. I also know where I can get a second one. It's up on the top of Crystal Peaks. I actually don't remember where the other pieces of pale are, honestly. There's another one in the Coliseum. It's the reward for the second Coliseum fight. I know that. I don't know where the third pale ore I would find is, if there is one. I actually don't even remember if there's a third one. I'm such a fake fan. I can't even believe it. Dude, I love this game. Sometimes I just need to say it out loud. This game's so good. I'm so excited to play Silksong. Oh my god. Alright. I'm going to pause and go and use the bathroom real quick. And I'll be back in a moment. Okay, bye-bye. Are we back? Are we? Please tell me we're back. Hang on. I need to wait for the thing to catch up. Alright. We're back. Can you tell that I'm new to this? I have no idea how to do this properly. Alright.
Well, I'm ignoring you, sir. You get to live for another day.
Alright.
Not you, though. You're a nerd.
Alright. Oh man, sorry. This may very well be TMI, and I apologize if that is the case, dude. Pimples should not be allowed to like exist anywhere other than like the face. I mean, obviously, it's like not desirable that they show up on the face either, but like, why do I have to be like, not to brag? My complexion's pretty good, fingers crossed. My facial complexion is pretty solid. Like, whenever people see me, they're always just like, "Oh my gosh, you're." Not everyone. There's one friend in particular who every time she sees me, she's just like, "Your skin's so nice. Your skin looks really good. Did you do anything with it?" And every time she asks, it's gotten to the point where every time she says that, she's just like, "Your skin looks really good. Have you done anything with it?" "No, right?" And then she scoffs. She's just like pissed because she's just like, "Oh my god, why is your skin so nice?" To which I don't really have a good answer. I honestly have no idea. Like, I don't really get it. Some of my family members are just built like that. Like, they just have like really nice complexions. So I think it just runs in the family. But in exchange for that, whenever I do get a pimple, it's just one pimple, but it's huge and it's always like really painful. And like 50% of the time it's in a spot that is deeply inconvenient. Like, it's like, oh, it's on the bottom side of my forearm, so now I can't lay my arm on anything. Oh, it's on my butt, so sitting is it just hurts. You know. Oh, it's on the inside of my thigh, so it's like, oh, like sitting in certain ways is like really uncomfortable. Oh, it's on the back of my head, so like lying my head back hurts. Because there's just a big old zit there. Like, dude, pimples should just show up on the face, man. They should only show up on the face, and that's it. Like, having them show up in a random place on your body is so annoying. Anyway, all this to say, I have a zit in a very inconvenient spot right now, and it's annoying and really uncomfortable. This is already bordering on TMI, so I'll just leave it at that, but like, it's really, I deeply dislike it. I have a deep distaste for the zit. Not that I really have a taste for zits, for any sort of zit to begin with. Zits are annoying as shit. But this zit is pretty cringe. Can confirm. Oh, I could one-shot them now? Oh, it's because I'm using fragile strength, huh? Don't mind me. That little yelp was, you know, it wasn't anything you need to worry about. Is this the way up to Watcher Knights? I think it is. Oh god! Where did you come from? I'm like a little lost. I don't know where I'm going. And for your troubles, you'll get an egg. You'll get a piece of an egg. I bet you're happy you did that now, Oh, goose egg, I love geese. Do I really? You know, there are like all these stories about geese being like particularly ferocious, and I'm just like not really. I'm like geese being basically like just little troll freaks in the shape of birds that vaguely resemble ducks, you know? And I'm just not actually that familiar with it. Like, I think I've seen geese like a handful of times, and I've never actually gotten close enough to them to like actually recount like what it was like. If anything, I'm more familiar with ducks being menaces, and not even in the sense that like they're like picking a fight with you or squaring up, because apparently geese have a reputation for that. Like, it's more like ducks around where I am. They just kind of like squat in deeply inconvenient places and take up a lot of space. like they will just hang out, like you know, the classic like ducks crossing the street. Like just a line of duck, like a duck and all its ducklings just crossing the street at like a deeply inopportune moment, you know? That's what I'm very, very used to. Where the hell am I? Is this the resting ground? Yippee! I keep on walking around places and being like, is this place? I don't know. I don't remember where anything is. Dude, I'm like a little embarrassed about how little I actually remember about this game. Low-key. What the hell, man? Alright. This is the way to Blue Lake. Coral? Nope. I'm pretty... I might be wrong. I don't really want to check, honestly. My gut tells me that there's nothing really that important in Blue Lake. You can see coral at Blue Lake, but that's about it. Hello, Trampas! Lovely seeing you here. Oh, now I need to find friggin' Cornifer around these parts. Map updated. What? What are you talking about? Oh, for the City of Tears. Yeah, just desecrate the graves, it's fine. Yippee!
To protect the vessel, the dreamers lay sleeping. Monomon the teacher, in her archive surrounded by fog and mist. Lurian the watcher, in his spire looking over the city. Herrah the beast, in her hey, I saw that one! In her den amidst the deep darkness beyond the kingdom. Through their devotion, hollowness lasts eternal.
I'm about to have a seizure. No big. Go no further, little shadow. What compels its climb out of the darkness? What compels its return to this sacred kingdom? A call from beyond the seals, by the vessel or by that captive light. Would the seals break, they cannot be undone. But the vessel weakens, that plague springs anew, they must be undone. Yet still our seals remain, our duty holds. It must be cast away. Our duty holds, it shall be done.
What the hell is that about?
Lorian's face, low-key, is just like a donut that's like, you know, didn't come out the mold right. Fade away, little shadow. Fade away, and let us sleep in peace. Nobody saw that. It's to the left? Alright. You could have come out sooner.
You really had to keep me waiting there, huh? Keep me waiting on the edge of my seat. I felt I had like a real, you know, this is like in a dream and stuff probably, but like I felt that near-death experience. You have to understand that, like, come on, like, you know, you just give me like an elevators exist in our world. You didn't have to do all this. This is so extra. Like, what is even the point of this, honestly? You know what's really funny about this section is that, like, people have, like, real trouble doing these platforming segments if they're not familiar with, like, spacing and stuff and, like, real-time platforming movement. My bad.
Bless me, am I right or am I right? What a terrible fate they visited upon you, to cast you away into this space between body and soul. Will you accept their judgment and fade slowly away? Or will you take the weapon before you and cut your way out of this sad forgotten dream? And guide her. Oh yeah, I got a lightsaber. Taken the dream nail. Hold triangle to charge and slash with the nail. Cut through the veil between dreams and waking.
You've returned. Welcome back to the waking world. Those figures, those dreamers, they reached out with what little power they still have and dragged you into that hidden place. But that talisman you now wield, the dream nail, it can cut through the veil that separates the waking world from our dreams. Even the dreamers themselves cannot hide from such a weapon. Though I must admit, that sacred blade has dulled over time. Together, perhaps, we can restore its power. You only have to bring me essence. Essence. The precious fragments of light that dreams are made of. Collect it wherever you find it, and bring it to me. Once we have enough, we can work wonders together. Go out into the world, wielder. Hunt down the essence that lingers there. Collect 100 essence and return it to me. I will teach you more. Shipping not included. Batteries and shipping not... Batteries not included. Shipping and handling is paid for. You are still unpracticed in the way of dreams. Collect 100 essence with the dream nail. Visit me again, and I will share what little wisdom I have. Essence can be found wherever dreams take root. Have you seen them? Those whispering plants that grow all over this old kingdom. I believe there's one just outside. Why not strike it with your dream nail and see what happens?
All right, you old crone, you old fogey. What does fogey or crone, what are those? Like, what does that even mean? All right, Bub, collect the circles and then do the thing. Collect the circles. You got the you do it and you do it good. Doing it, you're doing it, you're doing it. Wow. Doing it, you're doing it, you're doing it. Wow. The resting grounds theme is actually really nice as well.
All right, who's up for delicate flower quest, huh?
Not me. And now I can get my favorite charm, Dream Shield. Oh my god, everyone's favorite. Oh my god, Dream Shield, it's so useful and handy, and I love Dream Shield. It definitely doesn't cause me to hit stuff by accident when I would rather not. I tried using Dream Shield in P5 for a little bit. It was not worth it. The amount of control it incidentally takes away from you is actually really annoying. Dead, remembered. Penitent moth. Dreams revered. Sorry I missed you. If you're feeling lost, why not pop up to our store in Dirtmouth and purchase a map of this area? Available now for an excellent price.
Thanks, Cornifer.
Oh god, don't run me over.
The resting grounds. Passengers would come here to conduct rituals for those who had passed on. Not anymore, though. Perhaps the dead conduct their own rituals now.
Alright, well, I gotta go get a friggin' map. And also see what else is on sale, honestly, because I don't really remember.
Dum da da! Thank you, Mr. Stag. I'll be back in a moment.
Oh, hi!
Oh!
To reach Dirtmouth, most travelers take circuitous routes around the cliffs beside us. It's a hard trek now, but in the kingdom's prime, things were far simpler. There's an old pass in the cliffs that once allowed easy access. The bridge up to it has long since crumbled away, and even without it, a huge door bars entry. I can't complain, mind you. It's meant we've only ever had to accommodate a trickle of travelers, even during our busiest times. I wouldn't want hordes of bugs to descend on Dirtmouth. I like the quiet. Did you know the caverns continue even below the capital? Few have ventured that deep, so the details are scant. Those who made it back told of impossibly old structures and roads formed as though the rock itself possessed a will. Feeling tired? Sit next to that buxom
Wow. What?
Sit next to that fine, fair young lass over there. She didn't pay me to tell you this, just do it. It'll be snug and comfortable, I promise.
Hi. Hi. I'm glad to see you're doing well. Okay, well, yeah. I'm sorry if I'm making you nervous or something like that, but, we could just hang out, if that's okay with you. Okay, well, nice. I'm glad you're doing okay. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go soon. I've got some business to take care of, but I'm glad to see you're doing well. I'm down to hang out again some other time if you like, okay? Alright. See you around, okay? My savior, so close.
Descend into that ruin. Why? Things are so much simpler up here.
Interesting, you should ask, Elderbug. Interesting, you should ask.
You're collecting these, aren't you? Well, you're in luck. I found another in my storeroom. This is the last one, though, so it's priced accordingly. I dug out another of these. Turns out I had a complete set. They didn't give me the creeps, I'd put the pieces together myself.
Yes, sir. Oh, big.
All right. I'm feeling more complete than ever. All right. Wherever you are, whatever it is you do now, I hope you three are looking after yourselves. You seem a little different. Something has changed in your bearing. Ah, the way you hold your nail. So you've learned to nail art. Very interesting. I wonder, do you have the passion to continue your training? Zuma Konkon. Zuma Konkon. Oh, hi again. Yeah, I just want to take a load off. How are you doing? Okay, well, it's okay. We can just chill. We can just hang out. Yeah, I like the scenery here. It's always nice to come back. If a day comes where I can't come back, I'll miss this place. Oh, look at the time. I've got to get going. See you around, okay? Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye.
Hi, Zelda.
Papanada.
Thank you.
Carnifer has been telling me about these strange whispering roots he's been seeing. I made some pins so you can record their locations yourself. Carnifer told me he's found some interesting looking graves and shrines in the depths. You can use these pins to mark down any interesting graves on your map. Go and pay your respects. Yeah, that's totally what I'm gonna do. Those trams sound like awfully advanced machines. Those ancient bugs must have been a clever lot. These pins should be perfect for recording a tram stop's location.
Thank you, Zelda. Thank you, pretty lady.
Opum Sanjo.
Ahom, Sanjo. I'm glad I put down my weapon. This quiet life with Corny makes me a lot happier. It would be nice to stretch my legs again, though. Sometime soon. The White Savior in darkness. Troubled dreams beset the maiden, her savior gone, consumed below. Now her only companion the cold wind, moaning at her door, her heart flooded with sudden fear. And still, a sudden calm. Why? A presence. A figure close behind. She doesn't dare look, she doesn't dare move. Fearful the slightest action would break the spell, she knew the presence at her bed. Knew the calm would only they could bring. Her white savior. There's something... Never mind. Her white savior, now protector, standing tall beside, powerful, perfect.
That's some... I don't know who's writing that book, but they sure got away with words. I wonder who this white savior is. They're sound kind of crazy. Also, something about all these plushies is kind of familiar looking. Can't really put my finger on it. Anyway, I gotta go.
Poor innocent knight, you.
Hey, another wielding a weapon. I suppose you'll be leaving many a corpse in your wake. If you won't spare thought for the dead, at least consider all the extra work you force upon those in my profession. Do as you will, little wanderer. Got a path toward your goal. I shouldn't complain. It's your kind that keeps folks like me in business. Do as you will, little wanderer. Got a path toward your goal. I shouldn't complain. It's your kind that keeps folks like me in business.
That was fun to come up with a little voice for him. I've got a couple places I want to go.
Oh, you're good.
Hi again. Yeah. Just wanted to say bye one last time, okay? Alright. Take care. I hope you make yourself comfortable, okay?
Gorb.
There are a few places I can go. Do I want to do Broken Vessel first? Yeah, let's get the wings first.
Brava!
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Ow!
Ouch! Imagine if I was overcharmed.
You need to like really react for those guys. Look down, young bug. Actually look where you're trying to land. That'd be helpful. Why can't you just give me an elevator, huh?
Do not throw things at me! Stop! Stop it! There we go! That's how you play the game fair and square. You don't see me chucking shit at you. I play by the rules! Anyway.
Dude. Oh, man. I just really want to hang out. Just, like, vibe out and play this game, like, without really... I'm, like, hitting that point where I'm just like, dude, I just want to, like... not even talk while playing this game.
I want to kick back and relax and enjoy the sun. Can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up your... Shut up, Cornifer, I'm singing!
Oh, this gives you a mask shard, right? You need to spend, like, a lot of money there. Old caverns, these ones. Can't you just feel the weight of the kingdom above? It's a heavy thing, all right. I reckon not many'd reach these depths. We're pioneers, you and I. At least in recent history. Yeah, of course. It's a long trek back to the shop from here. I'll be resting my legs a little longer. Not too long, though. It won't do to have Zelda worrying after me. I love my wife. She's beautiful, and I love her very much. Have you seen my wife? She's beautiful. Yeah, I know. Everyone really likes your wife, Cornifer. Not in like a weird way. That, you know, not in a weird way, trust. Everyone's perfectly normal about how much they like your wife. Trust. This is the way down leads to the King's Crest store, correct? Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Our pure vessel has ascended. Beyond lies only the refuse and regret of its creation. We shall enter that place no longer. That's a little wild. There's like some pretty severe, like, eugenics undertones to that. Like, dang, I was really purpose-bred to be a sacrifice. That's actually really grim.
Anyway, can't let that get me down. No siree.
Hello, this is the... Hello, this is the Bench Buyers Coalition, otherwise known as the BBC. How can I help you? A bench in the abyss. That'll be 150 geo. Unfortunately, that is the cheapest rate we can offer you for such a remote location, but I assure you it'll be well worth it. Yes, yes, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Thank you for the transaction, and please do enjoy your bench. It'll be well worth it, I promise. I have to go through all the things that are like thrown, the Moleks, right? That was easy. Fingers crossed. I can't even reach this. Oh. There we go. Simple key. What are you doing all the way down here, you freak?
Mine. Mine. Oh, mine. Anyway, that was kind of weird.
Uh-oh. Yes, I can one-shot them.
Oh, that's so nice.
Alright, I'm gonna do the... whatever it's called, the dream fight immediately after this, and I'm probably gonna get my ass handed to me if I'm honest. It's been a while, so... I could see myself getting beat by this, because it's fast. It's also one of the dream fights that still managed to consistently give me kind of a tough time. Like, in P5, if I was being careless, like I needed to actually be on top of things. Well, little guys, pro tip, you can destroy these to like basically reduce its overall health in the lead up to the fight. That was easy. Alright. Yippee! How you doing? Alright, well. Okay. I don't really need double jump for that fight, do I?
Don't take a
dodecahedron. I don't know why I said that just now. All right. I'm vibing, I'm vibing, I'm vibing, I'm vibing. I'm vibing. I'm enjoying myself. I forget what these are called. The harness wing. Monarch wings. That's what it's called. How did I forget what this is called?
Consume the monarch wings. Press X while in the air to flap the wings. Use these ethereal wings to sail above enemies and discover new paths.
On the wings of love. On the wings of... on the wings of love. All right. I'm a glutton for punishment. This is going to take me a few tries. I only have 6 health. And I'm not even using Shaman Stone. And my nail is like not that upgraded.
Damn you!
All right, we're starting from a bit of a deficit here. Ow. Ow.
Damn it.
Damn it. Oh my god, my reactions. Oh my god. No! Please tell me I don't break fragile strength. How are my charms looking? They are still intact. One might wonder, why are you wearing gathering swarm and fragile greed for a fight of this nature? I'm gonna die. Alright, well. I just want to get there faster, man. Hey. Yeah, it might be time for me to do the sing vamping again. Alright! Alright, one more try. It's fun though, I like the pace of the fight a lot. I was almost caught off guard. Oh! It's okay. I just need to stay on top of things. It's really not that bad. Just take your time. Why would you do that? I don't appreciate the standing dashes. Please just be normal. Please stop doing things on the ground. Oh! Man, imagine if I had quick focus. Wouldn't that be pretty sick? Ow.
rat bastard!
Alright. Second try.
Yeah. Anyway. Give me that! Give me that essence. You rat bastard.
Oh. That was kind of cool.
So long. So long. Take care.
You are not one of them! Alright. That was fun. That fight is a lot of fun. It's definitely a bit more on kind of like the slightly random side, but I really like how reactive it is. That's a rather delightful part about the fight. Alright. Okay. Now where do I go? Let's see. I can go try fighting False Champion. You know, I've got a couple options, honestly.
Later, chump!
There's nothing up here, right? Okay.
What station is this? Hidden all the way at the bottom of the world. Until I heard the bell calling. I didn't even know the stagways traveled so deep. You've discovered something quite astounding, little one. No matter how old I grow, the world still keeps surprises like this stowed away.
Alright. Is there anywhere I would like to go from here? There is Queen Station. There's Queen Station. There's the other. I just realized there's no Stagway in Crystal Peak. Interesting. There's more stuff in Resting Ground I can do. I'd like to get like a lot of essence before I go back to Resting Ground, honestly. Let's go to Kingdom's Edge, see what's up. Maybe I can grab, what's it called? Oro? Right? Or is it Sheo that I'm missing? I forget.
On the way over, you know, nothing big.
Bees!
Alright. I'm on my way. Alright. I'll be there someday. Alright. We will meet at last. Alright. I'll be there so fast. Alright.
Wait, what? Oh, is that the Royal Waterways? Okay, that actually makes sense.
Meet me there soon, alright.
or I look like a buffoon. Alright. I am so ready to be starting a new day here. Alright. Smoking out the window. Oh, what a pleasant noise. What a joyful noise. Oh shit. Do I casually just do the hive as well? Yeah, sure, why not, honestly. Ow, alright. This dungeon is kind of interesting, and it's partially because, like, it's completely unnecessary for beating the game. It just kind of is around. You get hive blood from it. There's, like, there's hive night is here, you know? It just kind of exists. It's very interesting. It definitely feels like one of the more, like, oh, why the fuck not? Bees are bugs kind of additions to the game. Like, it doesn't really, from like a meta standpoint, there's not really a strong connecting thread to the hive, as far as I can tell. I mean, it's cool. The aesthetic's cool. I like the yellow, but it's, you know, it's just kind of here, you know. Yeah. All right. Go figure. Don't tell me I updated my map when I can't see shit. Platforming puzzles, collecting balls, my favorite. I'll never say no to a good ball. I like all kinds of balls. Basketballs, wow, I blanked so hard. Baseballs, cue balls, tennis balls? Wait, I'm like really not well versed in balls. I kind of assumed that it was just gonna be really easy to name balls, but it's actually like not nearly as simple as I thought it would be. Hardened tribe, light familiar. Oh, yuck! I kind of wish that it was like easy to just keep like a pet honeybee, because bumblebees are like really cute. They're really, really cute. They just kind of bumble around. Like, bumblebee is it's such an apt name. It's such a, did the word bumble come before the name bumblebee, or does it come from the name bumblebee? It is so like impressively appropriate, honestly. Look at the big guy over there. All right. Hello. All right.
Going back into the hive.
Man, you know what? I wonder if there's a Hollow Knight board game. I know there's a Hollow Knight homebrew TTRPG, which I think is pretty cool. I actually looked into it, and it's like, it's not really the way I would do it, honestly. For those of you not in the know, when it comes to TTRPGs, I am really undeservedly critical of them, honestly, because I've never made one, and I've never DM'd. I want to, but I've just never gotten around to it. One of my lifelong dreams is to make my own TTRPG. That's why I'm like I think about like the design of D&D a lot and like what I wish it did and stuff like that. Like, okay, how do I put this? There's like a lot I could talk about here, actually. TTRPGs are like very cool and fun, and like one could argue that like, oh, when you think of TTRPGs, there are like two main things you think of when you think of TTRPGs. You think of like character building and optimization, like, you know, that is to say optimizing for combat or just min-maxing, right? There's that kind of player, the gamer optimization type player, and then there's the hardcore role player. You know, the person who cares a lot about like developing a character with a backstory and really trying to make decisions, for better or for worse, that like fit that character's framework to a T, even if they're not necessarily like thinking it all the way through. I'm rubbing my eye because there's something in it, it's itchy. Even if they're not necessarily thinking the act all the way through, and they're being unrealistically inflexible, you know what I mean? I'm saying you know what I mean as if anyone is listening.
What the hell was I talking about?
TTRPGs. So that's all well and good. The issue is that like it's pretty hard to get people on the same page in D&D. A lot of D&D as an experience is kind of dictated by how your group, the DM and the players, all coalesce within this magic circle, you know? Like, do we all agree upon the way we want to run things, you know? Are we all operating by the same standards? Are we all like, you know, are we all operating in good faith? Are we all meeting each other halfway, you know? And that's like a really difficult contract to establish when really like within D&D, and this isn't even really a bad thing, there's so many different systems to enjoy in so many different ways, right? The game is extremely hands-off and very flexible. It's a lot of suggestions, and people have kind of wisened up to the fact that you can kind of take or leave a lot of systems and tailor the system to like basically what you focus specifically on, the things that you would like. And this has some consequences, good or bad. People can pretty easily identify with a playstyle that they really, really enjoy. And so from an individual perspective, D&D is like a dream game because it gives you the opportunity to really hone in on the things that you really like doing specifically. From a collective standpoint, D&D is a bit of a nightmare, especially for the DM, since it is kind of tacitly like your job to manage the group, you know, to check in with everyone and make sure everyone's having a grand old time, you know. Excuse me. That's really unfortunate. That's fine. I'll just replace the charms. Yeah, those bully bees are scary. Let's see. Shaman Stone Spell Twister, maybe? still don't have a map. Your handling is out of this world! Right, so D&D. What in the world was I talking about? Am I all the way... Jeez, I'm like really far back. I don't one-shot these guys anymore. That sucks. I probably take like 5 hits. Are you kidding me? Right, so... Oh my god, please, just leave me alone. You kind of have to, like... D&D kind of fosters this sort of... Tacitly can foster some pretty hyper-individualistic player attitudes. Like, people who are just, like... determined to play the game the way that they see fit, for better or for worse, and in a way that is fundamentally sort of insensitive to the demands, not demands, but like the needs and wants of the group, you know? Obviously there are people who will try their best to like play along with others and be considerate, but you know, there's something to be said for how trying to corral players to play a certain way is just limiting them, you know? It is technically like forcing them to like compromise on their own designs. You know, however flawed you might argue their designs are, right? You're still forcing them to like give up on something, right? When you're saying like, hey, you need to compromise for the group, you know? This is like a particularly... That's so annoying. Oh my god! Alright. Oh, baby, a triple! Oh my gosh, leave me alone, Jesus Christ. Dude, I just... Alright. Jeez. I feel like... Alright. I feel like... Like, I think one of the key issues in D&D, as a system of suggestions for how to roleplay, is that it doesn't do a great job at incentivizing a marriage between character roleplay and like the way you handle mechanics in combat, especially. Like, I have run into multiple instances of people basically saying, okay, it's actually like, it seems just like very common that you have someone who's like, I want to min-max the heck out of my character, but also I want to run like this lackadaisical chaotic neutral guy, you know? Right. And so you have like this really off-kilter mismatch between a character. You have this really off-kilter mismatch between a character that is like doing the right thing every single time from a mechanical perspective in all of these combat encounters, and then a character who is just like an idiot, just like a disruptive idiot numbskull, you know? What is, are you serious? Oh my gosh. Why did you go so high? Oh my god, I'm gonna die again. Ah! Ah, jeez. This is way too stressful for no reason. Huh? Like, alright. What in the world was I saying? I was talking about D&D. Basically... Wait a second. Did I just loop around? I did. Why would I want this? Alright. D&D basically does not have like built-in mechanisms for like incentivizing a marriage between roleplay and like optimal mechanical play, or mechanical play in general. So that's why you have a lot of like inexperienced DMs and players who find themselves like not really knowing how to run combat encounters in particularly compelling ways, especially if the players are playing a lot of melee characters. they'll just do the right thing, quote unquote, every single time. Because it's hard, even if you're trying to roleplay in earnest, to convince yourself that it is a good idea to do a suboptimal thing. It feels bad to do suboptimal things, right? But then the optimal thing, honestly, if you're not used to like designing quote unquote compelling combat encounters with compelling win cons and stuff like that, is just tantamount to just like standing next to the enemy and spamming like, oh, I spam sneak attack, I spam berserk, I hit you like 10 times just because I'm monk, you know, I can just do that, right? And like, that's just not, like, obviously, because D&D is just basically just like a framework for like, oh, this is kind of like a suggestion of how, this is just like a suggestion for how roleplay should work, right? Oh wow, I'm bad at games. Like, there's not a lot within D&D as a system to actually explicitly tell people, like, oh, this is how you're expected to roleplay and stuff like that. Like, it's very dependent on the group that you actually have, that you can, to actually pull together something where, like, really compelling gameplay and roleplay choices happen all at once, you know? That's just not, you know, it's just not natural for that sort of thing to happen, you know? Like, especially for people who are like very new to TTRPGs, or who are only really like at face value invested in like one aspect of TTRPGs. It's awkward. It's really easy for D&D to feel like a really lopsided experience. You either love the social encounters and think the combat encounters are just generally boring, or the combat encounters are where you feel most rewarded because the thing you've built, you know, is like paying off dividends. And then the social encounters, you're just running your one bit over and over and over again because because it feels like you're playing a different game, you know, and the game doesn't really tell you how to roleplay. It doesn't have any built-in tools to like breadcrumb you into roleplaying. The real trick to game design is that this goes for all game design. Like, mind you, take this with a grain of salt because I'm just a random. The real trick behind game design is that a really good game, a really good tutorial teaches you, it doesn't only teach you the fundamental systems of a game, it teaches you what makes the fundamental systems really fun and really rewarding. Without making you feel like you're sitting in at a lecture, you know, without actually feeling like a tutorial. Really solid game design convinces you that it is well worth your time to just master the game of your own accord. Because it's fun. Not because like you start off with like explicit rewards, right? That are like obvious goalposts for like that are obvious goalposts. Like, oh, you get an item for doing this. And in the process of making the player do the gameplay loop in order to get their explicit rewards, they come to learn the gameplay loop, learn how it works out mechanically, get a feel for it, get into the rhythm of it, and come to just love the loop itself. They learn the loop, and then they love the loop. That is what the gold standard for game design is. Like, eventually the explicit goalposts fall away, and you just enjoy the act of play. D&D doesn't really have that. Mostly because it's so hands-off, and it doesn't actually put in a lot of work to marry its multiple systems. Like it might be counterintuitive to say that a game that is fundamentally meant to be very freeform, like a TTRPG, should have more structure to it and more explicit directives and procedures involved. But I think D&D is such a wild west of like suggestions that really, like, those who are particularly new to TTRPGs are left to fend for themselves. You can try as hard as you might. There's no way you're going to get the full picture for how to play D&D as a newbie unless you have an amazing table. An amazing table. And if I was making a TTRPG, I'd want to tip the scales a bit more in the favor of people trying to learn to roleplay, trying to learn to min-max, trying to learn to kind of do both at the same time, right? And have them coalesce and have everything feel fun. And, you know, it's intuitive to learn. It's intuitive to get into that loop. That's what I want to do if I was designing a TTRPG. That's what I'm trying to do, actually. And, you know, that's where I feel like D&D kind of fails. And it feels weird to say that, because fundamentally D&D isn't really a game so much as it is like a set of prescriptions for how to tell a story as a group. You know? And that's fine, you know? But I want to make a game. I think games are very, very powerful if you make them right. If you attempt to resolve your past, then know I am not the queen you seek. It is the pale beings that bear blame for your nature. Though this hive exists within Hollownest, we play no part in its attempt at perpetuation. To rail against nature is folly. All things must accept an end. Alright, I ignored half of the things you said because I was too busy talking about gaming, but I appreciate the nuggets, I guess. I'm getting the heck out of Dodge! All that work and all I got was a stinking charm. First death. Yeah. I think that if I did this in Still Soul, I would save Hive for a little later, because those big guys are really annoying. Oh, you know what? No, actually, yeah, I'll go out through the original entrance. Do I have to buy the map from Zelda for the Hive? Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? Where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where do I go? Anyway, I could go more into the weeds, honestly, on like D&D and TTRPG design, or at least the way I see it. But like, it's just, I'm frustrated. It's frustrating to like see people, to hear people talk about D&D, and truthfully, there's so much effort put into like, kind of like, there's so much discourse surrounding the socialization kind of underpinning playing the experience of playing D&D. And it's because from like a rulebook perspective, from a design perspective, the game isn't actually a particularly strong guidepost, you know. It doesn't bind things together. It doesn't make like a particularly cohesive loop. It's very hands-off. Very. And mind you, you can only do so much with a TTRPG, right? Because ultimately, yeah, every TTRPG fundamentally is just a guide on how to tell a story as a group, with usually some mechanics to kind of like tie things together and help like inform how things happen, right? But dude, D&D is, I'm speaking mostly with reference to 5e specifically. It's too hands-off, man. It's too lenient. I think when you design a game, there's some very specific, you need to know, like, hey, what do I want my players to do? It's not enough to just say, I want to be able to let my players do anything. Like, first of all, that's bullshit. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's not true. Like, let's be honest for a second. You definitely have a more specific idea of, like, what you want your players to do, especially if there's a win con, right? If there's a win con, or if there are, like, explicitly or no, rewards for doing certain things. You want your players to do certain things. Oh, I need Isma's tier. Right. I don't believe in the idea that, like, oh, I want to make a game where people can do anything. Like, I don't think you understand what that means. And I might be just, like, being pedantic when I say that, but, like, seriously. That's, like, a really loaded thing to say, bro. Oh my god, I don't know where I am in the world waterways. I don't really want to be here. I'm not gonna front. Yeah, don't mind me. This is just my least favorite locale in the entire game. Oh shit. My bad. Hello. Yeah. Let's do Kingdom's Edge first. Just get that over with. Isma's here. Ugh. Oh, that's the money grinding spot.
Make him noise.
Isn't this a cozy hole? I've been venturing about that wilderness beside here and thought a moment's break was well called for. The landscape's all rather serene this side of the city, though the inhabitants are as ferocious as ever.
Oh, my back! Oh, I've been sitting like a shrimp and it's not good. No, my back.
Judging by this wall, the city's folks seemed hesitant to build further into these caverns. I wonder what kept them at bay. I wonder what kept them at bay.
All right, bub. Where am I? What do you know about the sitch?
Alright, I want to go to the Coliseum. This is very disorderly.
Hello. Someone's a little bit eager. Hello.
Alright, well. Oh, I can fight Zero. Zero's like right there.
Yawa!
There we go. That's alright, I was mistaken.
Wonder Journal?
Money. Oh. Alright. Where do I want to stop today? Primal aspids. Ow. We're off to a good start. Alright, well. Jeez. Big guy. Just like that. Lickety split. Oh my god, he's still got it out. Oh, okay, so I guess primal aspids spit faster than regular aspids. I didn't even realize. I tried. Oh man. Oh my god, what the fuck? Hi, Sheo. Hello. I'm sorry. It's Oro. Fuck. Sheo is the paint one. Shit. How did you find me? Down here where the world ends. Yes, I know. Yes, I know why you're here. You came to learn a nail art from the legendary nail master Oro. It is the law of the great nail sage that I must pass down my teachings to those who are worthy. But no law forbids me from exacting a payment for my time. If you truly wish to train under me, prove it with Geo. Yeah, sure. This is surprisingly cheap for ultimate power. Yasa! Yippee! Mastered the dash slash.
Hold square to concentrate energy into the nail. Release the button while dashing to perform the dash slash.
Herrah.
I must say, you are an excellent pupil. Your skill with the nail and your thirst to become stronger. You remind me of my brothers. I have taught you all I can. Go back into the world, traveler, and leave me to my solitude.
Bama. Finnen.
Bama. Finen.
Thank you, Nailmaster Oro. I'll be sure to come back, okay? Thank you again.
Time to fight the things. I'm about to die. Alright, I'm fine. I'm okay. Is there another proc? I forget, actually. Ah. Ah. Come on, you're beefing it over here. What are you doing? What the shit? Right. Man, this is such a cool noise. I'm so happy. Alright. That was diabolical the way that happened. What the shit, man? Dude, I'm so bad at this game now. Holy. Alright. Oh, what am I doing? Ugh, please. Let me go home. Alright. Okay. Alright. Where do I get quick slash? I just realized I have no idea where I get that from. Oh man. What is this? Oh. Is this... What is this? Sharp Shadow? Or is this just like a King's Idol or something? Oh. Alright. I'm psychic! That was actually scripted. I actually rehearsed only this. What the hell? Why was I so... Alright. Why was that timed so well? That's crazy, actually. Holy. Alright.
Alright, Bob, take a chill pill and relax. Give it a break, Buster.
Is that the way to mark off? I believe so.
This game is actually very dense, and I completely underestimated that fact. Oh man, oh golly gee, well, oh,
Skill! I'm a bit of a gamer if you ask me. But, you know, I don't really like to gloat about it. I just think I'm a little cool, is all. So, you know, maybe put some respect on my name, that's all I'm saying.
Sorry, I'm scraping brains out the side of my head. Nah, I was itching the side of my head.
oh my god.
Alright. Dude, I am so
Itchy!
This is cruel and unusual. Yeah, that's right. What the hell did I get hit by? Alright. Alright, this platforming is very extra and not particularly effective, if I'm being honest. Oh, hi. Hey, how's it going?
SpongeBob!
Sometimes I do that laugh just to prove to myself that I can maybe do a voice or two. But I don't even think I do the Squidward laugh that well. I also don't even know if that's how Squidward laughs. That might be how, like, Squilliam laughs. I actually don't remember. I haven't watched SpongeBob in a hot minute. I actually cannot believe that show is still going. That show and, like, Family Guy. Is Simpsons still going? It's nice that, like, apparently the King of the Hill revival is pretty well received. That's actually really cool. I think that's pretty dope. It's not really often that you see revivals that are particularly successful. Especially because, like, cultural sensibilities just change over time, but it really seems like the fan base for King of the Hill in particular and they've grown in tandem with one another rather nicely, which is cool.
I think that's pretty sick.
Ah!
All right.
Whew, okay. Oh, the Coliseum of Fools is all the way up there?
Well, hot dang, mister. I'm way off board with that one.
Oh, is this where I fight Hornet? Oh. I don't know if I want to do this yet. There's like no reason for me to do this, because actually I need to get Shade Cloak, don't I? Right? Yes. So you'd pursue the deeper truth? It isn't one the weak could bear. Oh, alright.
Yeah, no big deal. Oh, I'm kinda cool.
Prove yourself ready to face it. I'll not hold back. My needle is lethal, and I'd feel no sadness in a weakling's demise.
That's metal as
Fuck! Show me you can accept. Show me you can accept this kingdom's past and claim responsibility for its future. Show me you can accept this kingdom's past and claim responsibility for its future. Karama!
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Am I gonna die? Oh god. Oh god! Whoops. Oh god! Oh god! What the fuck? Dude, stop doing that when I'm jumping. Oh my god. Oh geez, that was close. Man, dude, stop, man. No, stop. I'm surprised that I did that. The start was kind of rough.
So strong. So strong. So strong. You could do it if you had the will. But could you raise your nail once, knowing its tragic conception and knowing yourself? Then do it, Ghost of Hollow Nest. Head onward, burn that mark upon your shell, and claim yourself as king. All right, I'm as ready as a pickle in a. I'm as ready as a pickle. I'm as ready as a pickled cucumber in a jar. I don't. All right, let's get this over with. I'm about to drown. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, that's right. I'm a king. I'm a bit of a king around these here parts. Marked by King's brand, Hollowness shall recognize a new ruler. The kingdom's gates will open. Uh-oh. Bye-bye. I tried my best, but I got a little tuckered out, admittedly. Thank you, Hornet. I don't know what I would do without you, honestly. Alright, now I've got this funky little tattoo. Alright, now I've got a tramp stamp. Isn't that awesome? I can't wait to show my friends. Like Elderbuck. He definitely won't look down on me for this one. Alright. So I accidentally did that. I did not really mean to do that fight right now, but alas, here we are. Yeah. Do I climb up to the Coliseum of Fools? It's getting kind of late. The stream's also been a little long, huh? Right? It's definitely been... Actually, I think it's about the...
I think it's about the same amount of time as my streams usually are at this point. Yeah, ow! Ow! Ow!
We ascend the kingdom's edge. We climb higher and higher and higher. Blasting primal aspens, jumping into the sideways bullet. Climbing ever higher and higher. And soon I shall join the fight. Soon I will be the one they crown, the fool among all the fools. I will be the champion of fools.
Let me get that butt. Let me slap that butt.
Yep. Yeah, that's a thing they put in the game. He doesn't even do anything. Alright guys, how many of these are there?
I am invigorated with this Gatorade bugs. They give me extra life. I will soar to new heights with this newfound power.
Okay, you definitely just spawned out of thin air. You also spawned out of thin air.
Boy, I sure do love getting robbed.
I don't. That's lying. I'm sorry. Oh. Move. Oh. All more sound and ass. Oi.
Tiny thing, you climb high. Seek then knowledge of these lands. This ashen place is grave of worm. Once told, it came to die. But what is death for that ancient being? More transformation, methinks. This failed kingdom is a product of the being spawned from that event. Is it you bothering about my tale? Rest is somewhat disturbed, but I find that sensation not unpleasant. Tiny thing. The mark of worm you bear. Is it change you seek, or to save this ruin? That choice is yours. Always the smallest creatures that attempts the largest things. Or this falling ash is molt. The worm's corpse decaying, endless. Serene. Sad. With its light gone, the world is smaller. Don't mistake, I am not a worm. Too small I am, too many limbs, nor foresight like those old things.
Why am I voicing him like this?
For quiet retreat did I climb here, away from spitting creatures. Oomph. Yes, high up, away from simple minds, lost to light. Theirs is a different kind of unity. Rejection of the worm's attempt at order. I resist the light's allure, union it may offer, but also a mind bereft of thought. To instinct alone, a bug is reduced. Be on your way then. Its rest I'll return to, though in these times, sleep oft proves uneasy. One prefers its mind not be pride, is rather unsettling, rather invasive.
Alright, well, thanks for telling me all you know, Bardoon. I think I have a better understanding of my purpose here. Thank you very much. I hope you get some good rest. Take care, okay? I don't know if I'll ever come back here, but it was nice meeting you. Bye.
I feel like the knight's goodbyes are getting like more somber as I go. Mostly because, like, you know, we're peeling back the layers on his purpose, you know. I'm actually getting like a little sad thinking about it.
Oh no! Oh no!
All right.
You've killed every primal aspid ever. God bless. I have so much money.
All right.
Bye-bye, I guess. I guess he really did want to be here.
The Tower of Love. A locked padded door. You hear moaning and all sorts of playful chitter-chatter behind the door. No, he's dead as hell, huh? Tower of Love is like a little creepy. I really don't like that name. I'd imagine most people didn't like it when they first saw it.
All right, here we go. Let's get a move on. Maybe we can make some headway in the Colosseum. Prove our mettle for what it's worth. And who knows? Maybe I'll get to meet Tiso as well. Wouldn't that be a treat? Finally have that epic showdown he promised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a Jason Griffith stan. I also like myself a bit of Ryan Oh. No.
All right. All right then. Dude, I need more mask shards. I'm still at 6. Oh my god, why the fuck are you doing that?
It's scary, Izzy. Didn't you hear me say that, you stupid bat? Jeez. Always up with these antics of yours. It's always just throwing me for a loop.
Alright. That's a lot of money at least.
Yeah, I hear ya.
Aha! Another warrior finds their way to our fair Colosseum. Ours is the final destination for all seeking trials of intense and deadly combat. All one has to do is place their mark upon their trial board of choice, and lo! The arena's gate will open. There's a small fee attached to each trial, but I'm sure his skill to come. I'm sure his skill. Wait. What the fuck? I'm sure a combatant as skilled as yourself will have accrued a wealth of geo. Now, before you draw your nail and rush eagerly to battle, I'll offer you one quick word of advice. There's a warrior's pit just below here, where others like yourself await their own trials. I'd strongly advise using it to rest up before placing your mark. Oh, and have no doubt, I'm a fearsome warrior myself. Don't go judging me by my size or by, the current, constraint. The Colosseum beckons us both. I'll be back in battle soon. Make a contribution and you can enter the trial of the warrior. Yes, sir.
Thank you kindly.
Very well. The new trial is open to you. I hope your performance is spectacular.
Trial of the Warrior. Fight for Geo and a charm notch. Place a mark and begin the trial? No. Shut up.
Here's the little vent where
Your dead body resides.
Are we all fools?
I do not know where you are. Such a bizarre fight. I'm glad that this doesn't show up in the Pantheon of Hollowness.
Yeah, you're cringe. Yeah.
What is it? What are you doing back here anyway?
Okay.
Let's see what the fuss is about.
I think this will be the last thing I do before I head out for the night. Yes, sir. I have 6 masks. I don't know what I'm doing. I wish I had the Nail Master's heart. What the hell? Alright. Really? Yippee! Oh. Yippee! That's not it, right? Yeah. And now you can't jump over it. What are you going to do now, you silly boy? Okay. Dude, I remember when I first did the Kalos. Kalo 1, I think I did on my first try, but Kalo 2 took me a few tries because I was bad at video games. Admittedly, you know. And then Kalo 3 actually took me like a few hours. It's kind of interesting. I feel like I had this Eureka moment when I was like, but a wee lad. No, not a wee lad. Like, I feel like I wasn't actually good at video games until like I like got to college. Like, I feel like up until then I wasn't really thinking about games that hard. And I don't know. It's actually very interesting to think about like what makes someone good or bad at games. Is it like their capacity to learn them really easily? Is it kind of like the default game sense you go into games with, you know, like that? Because I think that I, on the whole, am like a pretty unremarkable gamer. For how much time I've spent like engaging with the medium, I'm a pretty like, yeah, I'm okay at games, maybe.
Welcome back! Welcome back, warrior! I'll make a contribution and you can enter the Trial of the Conqueror.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Very well then. The new trial is open to you. I hope your performance is spectacular.
Yeah, of course you do. Anyway. Do I want to end it here? I do have to get up kind of early, so let's chill for now. We've made a decent amount of headway. What did we do? We beat Nosk, we beat Broken Vessel, we beat Hornet. Oh my god. We made it all the way through Beastin, even though I literally couldn't do anything. I mean, now I can just rush Dreamers, right? Yeah, actually, why am I doing Kalo? Now that I think about it. What I do need to do Grimshoot, though. Okay, yeah, I might as well get a lot of upgrades because I want to do NKG in this file. Am I actually committed to doing 100% achievements? Dude, that's so much work. I do want to do 112% Steel Soul because I hate myself, but oh man, 100% achievements? That means I'm gonna do two more runs. I'm starting to have my doubts, honestly. That seems kind of extreme. But this is fun. This is a good time so far. Still now, nobody's shown up, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm just vibing, honestly. Maybe I should go back to stimming and trying to run bits again. Because, I don't know how clip-worthy this stream is. It's just a lot of me, like, kind of babbling about stuff.
But we'll see, It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Why? Whatever. Alright. Anyway. Oh, man. Yeah, I need to get some rest. Okay. Good gaming. Tomorrow will be yet another, and I'll probably go a little later, honestly, because I have to be up later the next day, so looking forward to it. And then, hang on a second. What am I doing the day after Yeah, no, I can stream tomorrow and the day after as well.
So we're looking at some fun times ahead of us.
Right? Because, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, alright, so I can stream. I can definitely stream tomorrow and the day after, so. Fun. So I gotta work on the thumbnail again. Heck yeah. I need to think about how I want to like manage things a bit more. About how I want to carry myself in the dead space. Because I would like to give myself more comfortable moments. Maybe it's just kind of hard to run bits by myself just because I think they're funny. I do like externalizing my thoughts though and just chatting. But also like, I'm not a Sajam, you know? I'd like to be able to run bits and make large clip comps kind of like the way Salty has them. But I'm here, listen to me just referencing creators that I like. Anyway, this has been fun. Nice episode 3. The pace is definitely kind of slower than I expected. This is going to take a little while. Especially Steel Soul 112%, but it'll be well worth it, for sure. I'm feeling it in my bones. Silksong will be glorious. Anyway, good night. To all of you who happen to watch this way after the fact, I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I hope you enjoyed the vibes. I recognize that I was probably like a little bit quieter this time around, but you know, hopefully you enjoyed the vibes regardless and enjoyed the random gaff or two or the random yap here and there. But yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, take care of yourself, alright? Good night. Good night. Take care, alright? Good night. Good, you know, just have a good time. Take care.
All right.
Nighty night.